Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I want to take a look at a video that I recently found on the internet. Not sure if you guys have seen it or not. Essentially, we have a personal fitness trainer, female, who put out a video basically destroying or attempting to destroy all other, well, not all other, but many other female influencers out there. Essentially, I don't know if you guys are on social media a lot. Unfortunately, I am, and sometimes you'll come across videos, whether it be on Instagram or YouTube, TikTok, wherever you are, and you'll have these female influencers who are, I guess, pretending to train in the gym, where they're maybe doing squats or deadlifts that day, and they just so happen to have really tight, like, spandex yoga pants on, and their butts are popping out, and essentially this personal trainer decided to call them out, all those people, as being thirst traps, telling them that it needs to stop.
This is one of my favorite glute movements. Sometimes you go a little bit extra all the way through. One last one for good measure.
And so once the community saw this, they started hating on this personal trainer, essentially claiming that she's jealous, that she's doing all this stuff just for attention, and that she's a hater, and that's why she's saying what she's saying. Now, what do you guys think? Have you seen these videos? And do you think this personal trainer is a hater? Or do you think she's actually trying to change the culture, make an actual change within the culture? Many people would look at this and think that the only reason why all these bad comments, hate comments are coming out is because the influencers out there doing this know that they're doing what they're doing for the reason that they're doing it. Essentially, a thirst trap for men. Now, I'm probably not the best person to be making a commentary video on this, and admittedly, it's because I don't watch videos like this. If a video like this pops up, I am scrolling right past it. I know a lot of guys out there would probably, most of these people's audiences are men. These women out there who are doing this are primarily targeting men, essentially. Sure, they might be targeting some women as well, but a majority of their audience is men. Again, I don't watch stuff like this, so I don't really know all the nuances. I don't know how bad it is in the world. I can tell you, however, that one of the reasons why I was so happy to get out of the gym and have a home gym is because back in the day, whatever gym I would go to, I would always end up seeing women training half naked at the gym. Women who would wear eye-catching outfits that would essentially like draw a man's natural line of sight. And that's very irritating because when you're at the gym, you want to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to be staring at somebody's butt. You don't want to be staring at women literally walking around. This is what I've seen personally, literally walking around in a bra training. At one point, I went when I was at a gym to one of the people who worked there, and I was like, this chick's working out in a bra, like an actual bra. It wasn't a sports top or anything like that. It was like something you wear under your clothes. And the guy at the gym was just like, yeah, we can't do anything about it. She's covered. So I was like, all right, whatever, man. But so I do know this kind of stuff happens, but I'm not really sure that I agree with this woman's video. If you're posting on the internet, you're looking for attention, right? No matter what kind of attention that is, you're looking for attention. Whether it's for work, whether it's for, it doesn't matter. You want to be seen. When men post fitness content, many times they have their shirts off, they're flexing for the camera, and things of that nature, right? Is it really that different from what these women are doing? Most women don't have big arms. They don't have a big chest. They don't have crazy traps or crazy shoulders. And so these women are using what they have in order to get attention. I don't know if I really see anything wrong with that at the end of the day. What else are they going to do? Flex their bicep so nothing really shows? So I do understand why it's a thirst trap. I do understand why it's not a healthy thing. But I do understand why they're doing it, I believe. And I don't know if it's that big of a deal. Is it possible that this personal trainer who put this video out is actually jealous. Does she want her own type of attention? Is she trying to go at the opposite end of the spectrum in order to make people look at her? I'm very curious to know your thoughts. Let me know in the comments. Is it right what these other fitness influencers are doing? And is it wrong that this chick called them out? Or is this chick doing the right thing? And are these fitness influencers showing their butts all over the internet doing the wrong thing? I also want to say that I do know that there's a culture out there where many personal trainers will put up videos, attract an audience, which is primarily men, simply to get more views, but not only more views, more subscribers, but not only more subscribers, they might have an OnlyFans page. That's very prevalent in the gym fitness influencer space right now, where personal trainers have OnlyFans pages essentially, which I think is pretty disgusting, to be honest.
Women who show up at the gym, they're wearing basically nothing. They set up their phone, they're filming themselves doing squats and are getting in all these different positions, and some of them quite literally recognizing the fact that what they're doing is sexual, and then getting upset on the internet because men glance at them or a man looks at them. But they're fully willing to accept any sort of sexualized comment from another girl at the gym who says, oh, your butt looks super big today, or it looks so cute in those shorts. They're fully accepting of that, but when a man glances over, #MeToo, #TimesUp, said, I'm supposed to believe that women wear this to the gym to work out and not for attention. Just look at the outfit, guys. I mean, do I have to say anything? And of course, there will be women who say, well, I just want to feel cute and I think it looks good. I'm not dressing for male validation. I'm dressing for me. A girl by the name of Kendra Sutherland responded and said, women don't wear cute, sexy clothing for your attention. However, it turns out that Kendra Sunderland is a porn star. So I'm not sure she is the best person to go to as far as asking why women wear particular clothing. And if you scroll down, Kendra Sunderland is wearing this little cute outfit and says Vacation Barbie. See more on OnlyFans. So even girls who call out this and say, we don't wear our clothes to be sexualized or to be looked at, are very cognizant of the fact that if they wear certain clothing, some people are going to direct their attention towards it.
I'm not judging people for having an OnlyFans, but I do not like the fact that they're doing it under the guise of fitness, because now you're tying together two separate entities that I don't think need to be tied together. Fitness and sex, essentially, which is pretty... I don't think those things should go hand in hand. When you have young men or even grown men or young women or grown women on the internet looking up fitness content, they shouldn't be automatically tunneled to your pornography site. That is a disgusting practice. So I can definitely see how that's bad in the overall scheme of things. You also have the whole situation where for many years now, women set up cameras in the gym. And it may have started off real in the beginning, where women will want to train in the gym. They want to record them doing whatever they're doing. And they have men staring at them, right?
I've seen so many women on the internet making these gym videos of themselves pretty scantily clad, and if not scantily clad, in skin-tight clothing that is essentially tantamount to body paint, and then complaining about men staring at them or glancing at them or asking to help them or use their machine at the gym. This has become quite a big epidemic, but it seems like we've got a lot of women talking about being sexualized. Now, first thing I want to set aside and put a disclaimer towards is there are actual instances of women being sexualized at the gym in very uncomfortable ways that are by no means right on the man's part. And I'm not talking about those instances.
Right? Maybe it started off as real. They have been gawking at them, staring them down. Now we're at a point in time where men have stopped doing that. And so influencers, female influencers primarily, will set up a camera and they will pretend that men are staring at them. They will lie to their audience. They will claim that men are staring when there's no man in sight.
I'm talking about Women who show up at the gym, they're wearing basically nothing. They set up their phone, they're filming themselves doing squats and are getting in all these different positions, and some of them quite literally recognizing the fact that what they're doing is sexual, and then getting upset on the internet because men glance at them.
A guy will be there doing a set and she'll be claiming this guy doesn't stop staring at her. So that is definitely a trap in itself, which is a disgusting, disgusting practice. So we're seeing things come full circle here. We see that sex and the gym should not be intertwined, but at the same time, a woman's main body part in society, argue it all you want, women have butts. That is what they have. Sure, they have other body parts. They have arms, they have back, they have shoulder. But what woman in society do you see getting a shoulder implant? They're not. They're not. That's not happening. Because naturally, people get attention on their rear ends. So can you really blame these people for making videos that they know are going to get views using this particular method? I don't know. When a man flexes on a camera, he's flexing his chest, he's flexing his shoulder, he's flexing his bicep. Men naturally have bigger body parts in those areas, so they can do that. Men don't typically have butts. You know what I mean? I mean, you do see men with butts these days, which is crazy. Most of the time, they're not real. But, it's not something that they're going to primarily focus on overall in society in general. And another thing that I think needs to be mentioned is the fact that I fix my shirt and fix my shorts all the time. Throughout the day, I am constantly adjusting my clothes. The purpose for this is because I want to be presentable at all times. When you're doing a squat, you're doing a deadlift, and you're wearing leggings or you're wearing shorts or something like that, you don't want anything to slip out, right? Now, these women are intentionally, according to this female trainer who made this video, they are giving themselves wedgies. That is a little much. But could it be that some of them, at the end of the day, just want to make sure that they feel right before they get into a squat position or something of that nature to make sure their pants don't end up slipping down and falling off? I mean, very unlikely that's the case, but for many people, it could be the case. And so I just wanted to add that bit of nuance because, I mean, I'm constantly adjusting, and it's not for any particular reason other than I want to make sure that I feel good about the way I look and I feel presentable.
And making sure they're all centered in frame. Turning around, then picking up their leggings, essentially giving themselves a wedgie or purposefully jiggling their glutes to flex or show off their body. I guess I missed this part in my personal training certification. Make sure to show people how to pull up their leggings before working out. So that was my video, that went viral. And there were hundreds of comments saying, but it's normal to pull up your leggings, and this is a normal habit. Now, I won't argue with you that it's a normal habit to pull up your leggings, but it's not normal to film yourself doing that and then post it online. This is not just a habit that just so happened to be caught on camera. It is done so intentionally.
She's right. She's right. It's intentional. If you're going to pick your pants up, you can go ahead and cut that part out if you wanted to, but no, you are looking for attention on that particular body part. But again, what other body part are they going to show? What are they going to show? This is what females want. This is, you see, the females typically go to the gym. I'm not trying to make generalizations here, but many females go to the gym and just train butt and legs because that's the female. That, society looks at that area on a female. On men, it's the upper body.
This is Chad. He benches 315. He's built like a Greek statue, assuming the statue was unfinished.
That's just what it is. So, I don't know. I mean, this is a nuanced subject, but I just don't know how I feel about this particular video that this woman posted.
Do they care about educating you, or do they only care about showing off their bodies for likes, attention, comments, stuff like that? Because you aren't going to gain anything from just having a fitness influencer or a personal trainer, post countless flexed poses or what I call like the countless booty selfies, right? Just to get attention, right? You're not going to learn anything from that.
Not that it's bad, but I don't think it's necessarily fair. That's kind of how I feel right now. Sure, they're going to clip the video. They're going to put their butts in the beginning of it. Even if it ended up that they pulled it up later, they're going to clip it, put it in the beginning to get you to watch. Absolutely. What is a man doing? They're flexing the bicep, flexing the chest. The funny part is most men follow men when it comes to bodybuilding. And the even funnier part is most men are following these women when it comes to it also. So that's a pretty interesting fact right there. I guess men are more of the gym rats in this, between the genders. I don't know. Is it inappropriate? Is it inappropriate? That's the question, I guess. And I just don't know. I don't see it. I find those videos to be stupid and annoying, but that's just because I'm scrolling through stuff that I want to see. I don't want to see that. I don't care about that. I'm not a woman. That's my brain. My brain's like, I'm not a woman. I don't need to see this person do squats. But is it really inappropriate? I don't know. I feel like if a personal trainer wants to target women or even men, they need to grab eyes. And that's just what this culture is. And should the culture be changing? That's the question, I guess.
And this is where I think it's extremely harmful for the next generation of young girls. If that's all that they're seeing, that's all that we're kind of putting out into the world as this is women's fitness. This is why girls train, is to show off their bodies, which I think is such an awful, toxic message. And it's no question as to like why body confidence issues start at such a young age and why they're so prevalent in our societies is because it seems like that's all we're focused on with girls in the gym is aesthetics, aesthetics, aesthetics.
And I think it's a nuanced subject because when you show good quality content online, people don't watch. I can make a video on how to lose weight. I can make a video on how to eat properly to stay healthy. I can make a video on proper form. Nobody watches those. No one watches those. What do they watch? The things that grab your eyes. The stupid things, the flexing, the hate online. People love hate online. So say something hateful and all of a sudden you got 1 million followers or you've got 1 million views and you got 1 million comments. So, you got to grab eyes when you're online, and so many people are online. How can I judge them? I'm online. You know what I'm saying? So what else are they going to show? Proper form? Nobody's going to watch proper form. Nobody cares. One of the comments that was left on this post read something along the lines of, this is why so many girls and women struggle with body image and confidence issues. But you could say that about anything. You could say that about men too. I mean, look at the body dysmorphia that is in the space, the online fitness community for men, just for men. This isn't just a targeted thing at women. This is a culture overall. It goes beyond genders here. Another comment mentioned something along the lines of, this is why many people don't take female trainers seriously. Well, I take female trainers seriously. I think a lot of people take female trainers. If you want a trainer and you're a woman, very likely you're going to go to a woman and you want to see that woman look like how you look. Those are the people you're going to gravitate to, and many women want big butts. So don't you think that this is something that maybe they're actually trying to create a client base through? Is it wrong? Is it deceitful? If they have a BBL, should they be saying they earned that butt? Of course not. That's deceitful. But Another comment said something along the lines of, this girl's a hater. It's insane what's coming out of your mouth. If you don't want to hike up your leggings, don't. But don't hate on people who do. Mind your own business. I have to honestly agree. I do. Now, this woman had a right to make the video that she made, just like I have a right to make this video. And everybody has a right to hate on it or love it. Everybody has that right. So But I do agree that I feel it might be an unnecessary hate, and I also feel like it might be a little bit of jealousy. I have to be honest here. I have to be honest. Leave other people alone. Let them do what they want to do. These might be genuine people, might be genuine people who just want a following. Nothing wrong with that. Or they want to advertise for their coaching. If it's a funnel to a, OnlyFans, that's another story. But I'm not in this space too much, and I watch these videos too much in order to know what the majority is. Maybe you guys can enlighten me. Are a majority of these women out there trying to just thirst trap men only, and that's specifically it? Or do some people have some honest reasons for this type of business practice or these videos? I mean, there's a reason why women go online and Photoshop their butts to make them look bigger. That's the female body part. Men Photoshop stuff too. They try to make their waist more tapered, try to give themselves more of a V shape. It seems like just the same thing that happens with men, but just with women. How are you going to really get mad at people for doing that? You guys let me know what you think. Nuanced subject. Everybody has an opinion and everybody has a right to an opinion. But in my opinion, I don't really see the problem. Maybe it's because I don't watch these videos enough. I genuinely don't watch these videos. So maybe I'm not seeing the major impact that it's having on society. But I do believe that in this particular case, this woman should have just minded her own business and let people do their own thing, just like she does her own thing. At the end of the day, I'm going to assume that this personal trainer who put this video out makes clean content, tries to teach people proper form, tries to teach people good habits that will change their life. And very likely, they don't have a following. Very likely. So I can see how it's frustrating when you have good, honest information and no one wants to listen to you because they're all watching the other videos. I can see that. That's been my life. I love making quality information as best as I can to try to help people, but nobody watches it. No one watches it. So sometimes you have to think outside of the box in order to get some views. I totally get it. This is the reality of the internet and the world. And the reality is also that there's haters. So, let the haters hate and let the lovers love. It is what it is. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll catch you guys in the next video.